Hello. I didn't realize I already hit the stream. Check 1 2. You self. Oh, what's up, Alan Smith? Are you self-taught or did you go to art school? If you went to an art school, which one? I went to mostly at Long Beach City College, but I was always drawing before. At Long Beach City College, I learned sculpture, painting, illustration. At least I had classes in those. What disciplines? What I learned there was discipline, patience. Also, how to learn to be resourceful, learn how to take critiques. We also did that too. We gave critiques in class, and then we also critique various projects. I treated the assignments as jobs, as in if I were hired to create a sculpture using units of the same item, how would I approach that job? And would the client be happy with? Same thing with the illustration class. An assignment to create an advertisement for an airline. How would I make the teacher, aka the client? Hey, sorry, it's so hard for me to talk in. I know how stupid I sound. Or my stuff doesn't. Whatever I'm saying doesn't make sense. I took just about 6 semesters of life drawing. I took 6 semesters of sculpture, abstract sculpture. Even with all the life drawing, drawing the human body still trips me up. Man, I don't know what the hell I drew here with these hands. Really? Okay. Really? Yes. You. Oh. I was learning in school and outside of the school too. Abstract sculpture, I was learning that in school. Sculpting action figures, I was doing that outside of school. Sharing the figure sculpting on Instagram. Where I would be getting work, sculpting work from Instagram during school. There was a one job was a big job too, but they ultimately didn't use what I did. But the deadline was getting super close on this figure. I brought I brought the my work to school to keep working on it. It was like kind of two worlds colliding. The figure was for a design was based on a video game, a very popular video game. But they ultimately decided to use the video game assets as the basis for the figure, which I was already asking them to do. It was a weird one too, because I would have to when I got that job, I didn't. But when I got that job, company, the licensor didn't give any reference, didn't provide reference of their own IP for a figure that they wanted to make. But fortunately, there was a company, I think it was Hot Toys, that just recently either solicited or released a figure. And with Hot Toys, they always provide multiple photos from different angles. I use that as my reference. And looking at their figure, it looks like they had full reference. Why weren't we able to get? Yeah, it even came to the point where after I turned in the figure, the licensor came back with notes pointing out all the inaccuracy. I was like, because you didn't give us. Hot Toys had a lot of photos, but didn't have every angle. If you're sculpting a figure, physically, it's 3D. It's not just front, back, and profiles. Every angle, top, bottom, 3/4, all of that. So you need to see the reference from all of those angles if you're going to get it perfect. But then by the end, they pretty much just adapted the 3D file to the figure. That's what you should. Kind of black on that. Learned a lot from copying stuff as well. Even life drawing, right? You're pretty much just copying what you see. The trick is now you're copying something 3D, but you're translating it to something flat on paper. What I would also do is study artists' styles. Notice the stuff that I liked, and then try to draw it in their style rather than copy. Rather than copy an image, I would base that image in that style, but draw something else. The simplest way to explain it would be something like drawing in the Bruce Timm style, animated, streamlined style that he would do. Looking at the Batman stuff, Superman, then like drawing a Marvel version, a Marvel character in that style. Now, could you trace the Bruce Tim body type and use that as a template? Yeah, you definitely can. But what happens when you're drawing a character that doesn't match that template? Then now you would have to figure out the Bruce Tim intricacies, what he does, and you kind of have to guess how he would approach a different body type. Drawing Spider-Man's lizard. Uh, that body type is not the same as Batman or Superman. Every day that I don't want to draw like Jeff. Things that I'm so envious about while he's very tied to perspective. His lines are still loose. Even the ink lines are. There's a play with the line weight, although the line is following whatever perspective. Maybe I should, after I ink this column, I go back down to the previous drawing and ink some here that I forgot to do before. I need a frame. Just have keep it all in the portfolio. Keep that. I need to keep that shit out so I can keep looking at them. Like a study it. I have two. I have two Jeff Darrow's figure work. I would love to have some of his drawings and little stuff. That's the stuff I really like. His figure drawing is superb though. So having um, conflicting thoughts on completing these comic book drawings. Do I work fast? Get the pages done quick? Or do I take my time? When a single issue will not get completed until a very long time. Although this story, this Angriest Warrior Crooked Crucible issue number 1 is 44 pages, so it's gonna take a while to finish it. If this book was 24 pages, I would have been almost done. This is page 19. Oh, this would have been page 19 of 24 pages, but it's not. It's page 19 of 44 pages. That's why it's take a while to. I did a 12-page story for Clusterfuck's Angriest Warrior again. It was just only 12 pages. I got that done in about, I would say, 2 months from inception of the story to layout to completion. I did limit the page to 2 panels only. So then I would only have to essentially do 2 drawings, 2 panel to drawings. Story was very quick. It's only 12 pages. I like how this story came out. Quick, easy to read. Was still able to add a little bit of history to the Angriest Warrior. I have very few copies left. If you want to pick that up, it's an anthology. It's about around 100 pages, maybe. I only have a 12-page story in it. Great cover by Nate Garcia. I think it's available still on the website store. Did you design the Goss armor for ToyPizza? No, I didn't. Goss armor. That's the big guy, right? I think that's a 4 Horsemen. That's a 4 Horsemen sculpt. I don't know who in the 4 Horsemen sculpted it, but I know it's a 4 Horsemen sculpt. If it is the big guy, the big armored guy. I don't know who did that design though. I do know that Jesse DeStasio usually has the initial design. Very early concept design that Jesse does. Which is what I always work off of when I'm sculpting ToyPizza stuff. Oh man, there's so much stuff that I did for them. What else what did I do? The first full figure I did was, or close to the full figure. Oh, the very first thing was a monster head, monster arms, or one monster arm. A big monster arm and boots. And later that became one of the recent figures. Oh no, the head. The monster arm eventually came out. It's a big monster arm. But the head was modified by Matt Doughty. And I think that became part the head for oh man, I forgot what that thing was called. It was like this monster ToyPizza guy. Oh, what's up, Brunson? I don't know the names of all the characters. I did, but the next project I did was the vector jump armor. Uh, early designed by Jesse DeStasio. He also provided reference, but I redesigned it to what I sculpted. We have that medieval knight. That's all me. Basic basic design by Jesse DeStasio. He also had some reference as well. I looked up more reference, but all of that design is is all me. The end design was me, and the scope was me as well. Did the Metal Gear looking guy? I don't even know what he calls that one. Someone with the arm with the chest armor. It opens up. I think the opening up the chest armor that might have been Matt Dowdy because I did not do that. Oh, also, Matt Dowdy opened the backpack in the vector armor and he sculpted the inside. I did not sculpt the inside of the vector armor backpack. That's a Matt Dowdy. Okay, gotta concentrate. I wanted to start at 5. No, what I really wanted to do was walk and then start this at 5 and this around 7 and then go and then go watch Wade Sherwood Universe. But what I'm gonna do now, I can't do that, is is uh is draw till 7 and then go on the walk. Listen to Wade during the walk. Walk. I don't know. There's this thing with, and it can't just be work script. It has to be with a bunch of other people's stuff too. But because I'm working with work, it's a work thing. But you know what? It's a thing that you sometimes you just gotta do. With this page, you have the exposition of this is the first panel. So you gotta have it. This is your exposition. You gotta set up. You gotta set up the scene. Angriest Warrior and the slave are at a dead end at the freeway, and they're confronted by Magus, which I've posted about earlier today. The leader of the slavers. Here's the rest of the other slaver minion guard guys, and they're at a dead end. But you gotta set up the freeway, and you gotta set it up that it's a high freeway, elevated, and the city's down below. And this was a panel that just goddamn took forever to figure out. I just kept staring at this thing. But it was that thing too where I looked at the page and I knew what I wanted to do. I had a sense of what it was gonna look like. It's pretty much this. I don't think I changed too much of anything. Oh, you know what? There's more freebase underneath here. And it was more of a fisheye lens view, which I didn't ultimately do. I just used 3-point perspective for this, which I thought is sufficient enough. There's no you know what? On this model there's no windshield wipers, but I'm gonna just add some. The thing here too is noticing other artists doing this thing, especially Simon Bisley. He will just add details and remove details throughout the story. But because the characters are so iconic and objects are so familiar, you can eliminate or add details from different panels. You're not gonna confuse the audience into what it is, what it shows, what it do. The audience is not gonna get confused. If they see this van, they know it's the van. It's the only van that's on here. And you add a car because you don't want to just isolate the van only, but you add this car next to it so that the audience knows this is the van, this is the car. So when the van shows up later on, they know it's still this van. Also, adding in the car too makes it that it's this van, this whole freeway scene. It's a just dressing up the stuff. Using a 03. You know what? But the 03 really conflicting with this 08. I'll bring it down to it. I'm trying to put these lines in here so that it is the border of this. No, I'm not working on shit right now, so watching with full attention. Okay. Brunson. Brunson, I was curious on the heinous questions that you were getting during your AMAs on Instagram. What are people at? Did anybody watch the trailer for Predator's Killer of Killers animated movie on coming to Hulu and Disney Plus? I'm thinking it's not gonna go to all of Disney Plus. I think it's just gonna go to the combined subscription Hulu Disney Plus. As of now, I guess the last time I saw it, look at this. Look how just uniform that shit is. You don't know how to draw. But as of the last time I checked, the only we have the Disney Plus account, but the only Hulu thing we can watch is the Shogun. So there's no, we can't see anything else. Or nothing else is available. We'd have to pay for it, I guess. I don't like the animation thing that people are doing where they're deliberately skipping frames on CG stuff to make it look 2D animated. It doesn't look 2D animated. It looks like they skipped frames. It's like someone is blinking their eyes for you. Going back to the last stream. As if anyone would remember, but Brunson was talking about still penciling even after printing out the pencils, the digital pencils. I'm gonna do that a lot. Here I'm gonna have to add in some costume design to these characters. And always this thing I use the 08 and then look at this again. What is that? These things. It's not gonna add. And I fucked that up and added the original. That's the only thing I'm gonna be staring at. This whole they just done. I fucked it up there too. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Chris Maycock? I think the style worked with TMNT only because of how much it looked like stop motion. Yeah, I think that's what. I agree too. That's why that stuff worked. No, but it just seems it's just so deliberate when it's done. There's a willingness to it. I'm also thinking too, it's when the animators and the team is working on something like that, they put that whatever what is it that effect in there when they were watching it as a non-skipped frame version. It looks cool because it looks different. And they think that, they like how it looks. Now I want to see how it looks like if they didn't do that. You'd have to like run it through some AI blah 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 thing. Run the AI thing to fit in the missed frames. What's up, Johnson Ross? Johnson Ross. John, did you get your dragon? Get your baby dragon. Oh, let's go live on Instagram when we go on the walk. You want to do that? You want me to the docks where I live? You know what? I should have reviewed. I should have reviewed the Saget when I had. But at the same time, too, it's like not really trying to make the YouTube channel a review channel. I wanted to, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Stick to one thing. Drawing. Yeah, same. There was a YouTube channel that was like Mythic Legion. They gave away 4 dragons. I think 2 of them were the full thing with all the add-ons, and the other 2 was just a standard dragon. One of them was donated by the 4 Horsemen. That was cool. I am curious to see what the next big feature is gonna be. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? A lot of time in editing, yeah, it is. What I was like also thinking too, it's like because all that time in the time in editing, I was like, what's the thing that I really want to focus? If I was really gonna focus on a video on toys, what would it be? And it would be the articulation. I still don't like how people are showing off the articulation. They're always covering it. They're always covering it. It swivels like this. Like I don't. The arm swivels like this. Like the only thing of the arm that swivels. You do like this. The arm swivels like this. Oh, now you can see the whole arm. You know, obviously you get the top head. The head doesn't swivel like this. Can't see the head. It swivels like this. You gotta think of it like film. Things are flat. In film, screens, TV is flat. So if the hand is behind the figure, the figure's in the front. Can't work in 3D. You can work in 3D, but you know in real life you're doing this. But if you're present the figure by showing, trying to show most of it. Some stuff you can't get away with, right? If you're swiveling the head here, yeah, the thumb's gonna get in the way, and then the middle finger's gonna get in the way. But if you're slow and steady, you can show the whole thing. You show the arm swivel. Look at that. The whole thing. But we're not gonna keep doing that. Draw. Beige. Beige, I got up again raw. Let's use a 10. What's up, JG? Let's use a 10. Oh, the 10. Oh, the 10. This is it. This is it up. AG, thank you for posting the Sword Boys video. I don't know, is that available for everyone to share? Also appreciate you too, Brunson, for sharing all of Sword Boys 2 stuff. We are very close to receiving all the artwork. I will have a... I'm gonna try to do a count. Maybe I can do it later this week to see where we're at with the page count that we have. I could run out to mix them and see what the cost is gonna be. We're back down to 0.8. Little faint pressure. Almost like no pressure. Only a pressure I'm applying is to... Let's see. Okay, this is no pressure. This is applying no pressure to the 0.8. See, some of these lines. You gotta just apply just a little bit more pressure. Ink. It's crowdfund. Really, it's about to crumble. Spoiler alert: this rebate does not crumble later. Something else happens. So maybe this is kind of false advertising, leading the audience to an incorrect conclusion. Or is it giving a metaphorical sense of demise? Or is it okay to leave the audience thinking something? Did this? That's a lot of all the perspective grids are making me nervous. Are you in the tizzy? Whatever that means. What does that mean? I might be. No problemo, sewer boys. Getting all in the tizzy? Getting all flustered? What could it be? Could it be? Okay. Living it up in... Oh, let's add some... Shadows, what we do in the shadows. Excuse me. So beige. I could implore everyone that is wanting to do lives. You get way more views here on YouTube. If that is something that you want to do, you would have to make it worth anything. You'd have to do it. You'd have to go live on a regular basis. Um, I always think I'm using a brown or Econoline Jada. This is the Jada toy right here. For this thing always trips me up because I always keep thinking that this is also the same color as what I'm referencing. It doesn't have to be. In fact, I don't know what color this is supposed to be. I haven't decided yet. Never asked Warrick either. What he thinks the color. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Really, what this color is, it's gonna be black and white. But for reference sake, I wish I got something. I don't think they even make one. But if it was a lighter color, then I think that would have helped me more with figuring out the light and shadow. Because the brown, it's kind of hard to tell, aside from the highlight, what the light and shadow. Also I use Sketchfab for this car. The thing I noticed too is that if you zoom in to objects on Sketchfab, the perspective gets pretty extreme. So I had to pull back a bit far enough so that the object fit within the scene. Just imagine something having like a fisheye lens effect on this thing, but then everything else is, you know, in a different kind of perspective. All right, now it's time to. I was just gonna ask you if you use reference for the band. Oh yeah, I bought that one because I'm gonna use that. That obviously, spoiler alert. This thing's gonna show up a lot more. I even do this thing too. I have one example. Let me bring up the other one. What I also do is print out my previous drawings. I try to be as consistent as I can. I could pull these up and have it on the screen on either of these computer monitors, but it's just easier to print them out and have them these like right next to whatever I'm drawing. I also I'll grayscale it. I'll take a photo and then save it to the computer or bring it over to the computer, and then I'll add a layer of white on top and then turn down the opacity on that white so the blacks aren't super black. And I'm hoping that this printing it in a grayscale conserves ink, which I think it does. It's not 100% black. It's just a little bit. You know, it's great. How mad are you that they made? I that is my number one campaign for 2025. I don't care about the tariffs. Uh, I don't care about anything else. Tesla, Elon, whatever he's doing. Don't. I don't care. The I stuff, that stuff is fucked up. The immigration stuff, that stuff is super fucked up. But green M&M not sexy. I am also upset. Yeah, I'll be mentioning that later in the Ink and Drink Discord. Let's like spitball. Let's do a brainstorm session. What tactics could we use for uh for our protest? Uh, oh, this is weird. I don't know like what. Hmm. Excuse me. Make it the green M&M sexy. Make the green M&M sexy again. Yeah. Make MAGM magma. Make again green M&M again. Alluring. Make again green. Oh yeah, make again. Make again green M&M alluring. Please join me. Here's the other reference. Hands behind his back. But you know what? This drawing is so small that it almost doesn't. What I need to do is shut the people up. We're going to look at this thing and complain all the inaccuracy. Like it says, hey, I tried my ass tried the best. My ass tried the best. I tried my best ass on it. Gotta get. Oh, you know what's cool is that I got the reference on the bottom. Bottom. I meant G's in. Okay, so we put a J on top here for the G. We put a little B in the bottom here for the bobble. I still didn't do the still need to do a review of this. This could be important. Can we do that? Did anyone here see the Joker from the bank commercial? Was it bank Allstate commercial? Everyone was saying like that's the better Joker. That's the better Joker. It does look good though. Let's see if I can pull up an image of such thing. Is it Allstate Joker? I don't think he talks though. Oh, it's very dark. Where do they get a little me? Beige. Oh, here's a little bit brighter one. Where do they get a little of me? Beige. Oh, did anybody see the Predator trailer though? Or not? Yeah or not? Oh, this is in black too, isn't it? So put I can put this in black too. Booty cheeks not in black, but the straps back here will be in lightning. Oh, play. It's a new Predator, but it's animated. And I think it's a series because there's samurai, there's Vikings. I don't know if there's medieval knights in there. I just know samurai and Vikings. But if you want a good Japanese Predator samurai, you gotta watch the what's it called again? Zatoichi versus Predator fan film. Is it ZVP maybe? It was shown by or it was revealed to me by Brian James of all people. Let me see, ZVP. Oh yeah, there you go. Look that up and look for this. No, it's Zatoichi. The Z is Zatoichi. There. Does it say there? Or when I typed it in. Typed it there. Zatoichi. Oh, what's up, Mike? Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking is so good. Shit, it's so good. Hey, do you want to? Can we get in trouble? Oh no, I can't play it here. Can I play it here? Would I get in trouble? It's good. Just watch it. Go watch it. I forget we're not on. I didn't forget. We're on YouTube, so I can't. I don't think I can play other people's videos. I don't know what the exact rules are. Like you like the Katana film too? Ask for forgiveness. I I had the Katana version on DVD. I did watch it. I wasn't mad at it. The thing that I did like though was the end where everyone's dancing. And I think Zatoichi dances too, which doesn't make sense, but kind of makes sense, which makes it even cooler. Is that a blind man knows the dance routine that everyone's doing at the end of the movie. Like he would know it because he's Zatoichi. And then I don't know, maybe he practiced it before. Yeah, it does make him more of a badass because he just knows it. I've mentioned it before, but there was a L.A. Los Angeles comic convention at the Shrine Auditorium where they used to do the Oscars before they moved into the Kodak Theater. That used to be like a dirty ass place too. Now they cleaned it up. But anyways, there was a vendor there that had mostly martial arts movies, and it would be region coded uh, DVDs. But then he would sell all region coded DVD players. And then I think during that time too, I don't know if he sold it, but there was also, which I think we had a Game Shark that also broke the region code stuff. That's how we were able to watch on the PC. What else do I do now? Try the rest of these people. Oh, dude, it's already 6:46. I was fucking in just about 2 hours. We only This is the only thing that we drew. Oh, and I forgot to draw the hair in the bottom. Let's do the hair bottom real quick because it's like an easy thing to do. Plus, it'll help me get a figure out. Well, I'll do this first. Let's do that. Let's do this. Yeah, you gotta write this up. Okay, this is here. That's the only thing you write up. This is get right up. Yeah, that writes up there. Okay, that's the only thing. Okay, cool. Dude got magic brain. Yeah, this was fun to go. make the hair extra greasy, I play with the line weights here. See that? That's just so. It's kind of loose. It's not clean. I like how that. I like how that. This that, and then also the other thing I like about this page is having this open panel here with the full figure, then having the close-up shot of Magus be behind his own full figure. It kind of gives it an order too, like you look at this first and then the thing in the back leads you to this. Then again up here too, comic book language wise, we read left to right, but you have the freeway not only pointing to this in a way or surrounding this. Lines will work forward and backward. I like to think the lines will work forward and backwards, so this line leads us back down to going left to right, zigzag, back down to the left. And then, you know, another comic book tactic, the repeated frames to show motion, a sequential. And I guess because you have the body at the end here, you kind of want to go back. The hands also kind of, this is a little bit bigger than this, although this was not intended, but now because what we have here is what we have, mirroring the size. So now you know the hand clapping is indeed his hand. Your class item might put the 3 lines up here just to have that clasp effect more emphasized, like that. And then of course there's some bits of dialogue. What is that? Always gotta have works. Always gotta have the script close so that we still have room for the dialogue. Although really with the layouts, I was already thinking of the dialogue and where that goes. Oh, page 19. Thanks, Mike. Page design is sick. Yeah, here's I'll give you a quick read of the script if that's worth anything to you. Panel 1, page 19. Bird-eye view of the collapsed freeway falling into an abyss of city streets below. That's what we have. Panels 2 through 4, I extended it from 2 through 6. Close-up of Magus's hands clapping. So we have that. If it was only 4, you would only have 2 claps. Adding the third, and that I think even drives further that he is indeed clapping. Next panel, panel 7, I guess. Is this panel 5? Magus, the slaver general steps forward. The slaver general steps forward, while his horde stays behind. We really need to see him. We see the horde, and the horde is behind. And if you have him step forward, we know the horde's behind because we got the exposition shot here. We don't need to see the horde anymore. We know the horde's behind him. If there's no other steps moving forward, then we know the horde is indeed behind him. Magus says, "Did you really think it would be that easy?" Panel 6, the last panel, which is our panel 8 now. Panel 6, close up of Magus's face with eye patch, with a terrible grin revealing a bunch of maggots under his eye patch. Magus says, "Nobody escapes the boneyard. None under my watch." So I think what I'm gonna have is, do you really think it would be that easy? Did you really think it would be that easy? Dialogue is up here, and then Magus's dialogue would occupy this space. Nobody escapes the boneyard. Then down here, not under my watch, pointing to the mouth. And move on. Okay, now we move forward. Wait, was more. So we have to draw the whole thing. This one I was gonna black out all the way, but I think I can delete that. It don't even matter anymore. I know how well this is gonna print. I think this is the last. This will be the last character, I think, for this. I'm gonna go on my walk. In a few minutes. And, try to do live there too, with as much light as there is outside. using 03. This is a 03. I hope everything's going well for you. Mike, are you famous out there yet? You you a K-pop star out there yet? No. You could be the you can still be our you can drink K-pop stuff. Are you used to it now? Oh yeah, this thing's just gonna be black, right? Are you used to it now? Do you speak the language? I've been seriously considering a move back to the States. Maybe just take a trip. Take a trip back. Oh, you're great. You do two lives? Can I come back and still do a live? I don't think anybody would show up. The crazy thing that I thought was gonna happen, or maybe I guess it just didn't care, is that doing the Twitch streams for that long, like the 9 hour, 8 hour, 6 hour streams. I actually thought people would stay and watch. I'm like, don't get off with it. Why do you think that? So now, the idea is to just do 2 hour streams from now on. It's long enough that there's drawings getting made, but short enough that it doesn't take everyone's time. Not like they would even stay for this whole 2 hours and watch. Maybe on the live, yeah, but replays, I don't imagine people wanting to watch the whole thing. And if they do, they're probably watching it in the background, like what I do. People's okay. It's so bad to try to speak to people in Korean. They just start speaking to me. Oh shit! So they don't have to hear me butcher the language. Damn. Well, at least you speak English. What are you, and you're doing, you're teaching out there? We talked about this. We talked about this already, about the comic book scene, manhwa scene. This is a 01. Let's go up to 03. Okay, this is the last one. I know I always say, I'm wondering why you redlined and you're drawing with normal graphite. Now you gotta erase it. Yeah, I will have to erase it. Although I will probably. I do this in red line. The red line is obviously, that's the digital pencil. Drew and print it out. But notice how pretty loose this red line is. This red line essentially is just a little bit tighter version than the layer. It's a tighter layer. Wouldn't call these exact pencil lines that I definitely ink. The pose is there, but with the graphite line, that's where I define what needs to get inked. Like back of the neck here, and like here, like here, shoulders thing, shoulder, the back, the muscle, fake muscle. What is this? Tricep. Pencil. Arm. That was the pen. This is. Do that. Could I not have to do the pencil thing? So we could do this. Here we go. Okay, so on this body, the red line body, I'm still now with this inking line. I have to make up with the arm. Doing with the graphite. The graphite, that's where what the armor. Using the red line as the layout for the middle finger spike, a little ode to this wasn't even in the red line. JG, maybe I didn't answer the question, but also it's me just being impatient. I should have, before printing this out, this red line out, I should have defined what the armor is. But I made a decision. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna figure it out. Figure out the armor stuff after this has been printed. Maybe it's more of a subconscious thing. If this page is printed, then I definitely have to figure out how to ink the thing. If it's not printed and it stays as a red digital pencil, I can keep putting it away because I can just always close the iPad. Because this is printed, now we gotta commit to it. Although, on the other side, I can take this page, open up the portfolio where I keep all the other pages, put it in its slot, then close that portfolio, get lazy again, and not ink that. So I'm thinking that this is more of a apology. Look at this. This one's not blacked out. Maybe we can. I was just wondering if you knew some kind of secret you were keeping to yourself. Sorry to point that out. Oh no, it's okay. We were talking about the last time too. Even Brunson mentioned that he'll still like tighten the pencils after he prints it out. Improvising is pretty good. I get it in my head too much when I'm working on comic stuff. Yeah, I think that's another tactic too, JG. It's like once it's printed, it's out and it's removed now from the meandering phase. Now there's it's looking at it in a different way than the screen. And because you have a pencil like that, when it's like, oh, okay, I'm looking at it with my own eyes. Now I can spend a different another session figuring out what this stuff can look like. I think, does that make sense? Look at these legs supposed to go to. Wait, this is normally goes like this. What the hell is this leg? See, you even got things like this too. I'm not gonna ink this. I don't know what this leg was going to. That's weird. That's the mantis limb going up. Of course, the mantis limb. That's the other bad thing with like rushing through this stuff. Like I'll like do stuff like that and then forget because it's so loose. I don't know what that was in reference to. Maybe this pose was different. But now that I added graphite to it, I'm just gonna commit to the graphite. Yeah, I gotta go. Every time I start drawing, that's also probably another thing too why I printed out the red line. Because once I get the inking, it's hard for me to stop. Then I'll prolong it by adding the graphite. So I guess it's just a subconscious or a mental thing. See this hand up here? I'm just gonna put it. Okay. Not that great of a pose, but it's a fist, and it's not up there and being awkward. I put a fist up here too. The thing that I noticed from Mobius and Jeff Darrow is that there's not too much. There's no hard shadows. There is, but it's not a lot. As much as I would have done. I'm trying to replicate that. Keep the object within a lot of light. Although what both of them do is that they'll put these little tick mark texture things that kind of insinuate texture, but also insinuate some type of just can't help like doing stuff like this down here. Oh shit, sorry. Doing stuff like this down here, I just can't help doing the business. Deltoid almost got it. Okay, that's it. I have to get going. You got a problem, B. Let me just pull out a little bit, and then oh, look at this. You can see it. The reference is even bigger than page. There it is. Let me go. Yeah. Thanks, JG. I think we'll spend another live session, and then I think we can get the page done. I will have to kind of shorthand the background a bit. I gotta figure out how to shorthand this. Spend time here just to get these hands nice, and then obviously spend time here and figure out the rest of this group. I hate how much time I'm spending so much in this first panel, but you gotta do it. That's the exposition. You know, these pages now, trying to show off. I was already trying to show off with the first Angriest Warrior Dead Ends one shot I did with Warrick. I was already trying to show off on Vile and those pages, especially towards the end. This one, unlike Vile, I was kind of Vile and Angriest Warrior Dead Ends. I was trying to rush it a bit, but then now it's like I'm trying to just take as much time as I can to make each page look good. I'm liking how this is going. There's some stuff I didn't like this part, some of the anatomy. But you know, it's on pages, you gotta get shrunk down. Can't even really tell. Like I don't even need to spend that much time on this. But then for the person that's looking, the people that are looking at this live and in the portfolio, they'll be able to look at all this stuff. But yeah, thanks. I'll get you next time. Thanks. Digital download Oh, digital download. Yeah, they could be zooming in. Whilst dope, I'd be looking at what you do that from. You did it in that from time to time. Oh, thanks, Mike. Peace. Peace, everybody. Peace in the Middle East. Peace in the Middle East. How come no one says that anymore? Peace in the Middle East. Peace to you. Peace be with you and also with you. All right? Dope,